If you're anything like me, you love a juicy quote to dig into. You love an inspirational speech that you can watch over and over and over again. You love devouring a powerful transformational book or listening to the audiobook. If that's you, you are in the right place, because we dig deeper into powerful words delivered by powerful people. And today we're going to dig deeper into Les Brown's powerful words. Oh my gosh, Les Brown. If you haven't listened to Les Brown, you need to. And if you've listened to Les Brown and you aren't like activated and motivated and inspired, we need to check your pulse. I'm such a fan of Les Brown. I think that he is just an amazing, powerful speaker. He speaks with such conviction, and it's just amazing. I love listening to him, and I could listen to him all day long. And so this clip specifically, it's about a 9-minute clip. I'll link the video down below so you can watch the full video. Everything that he shares, it's gold. But specifically, what I want to dig deeper with you today on is where he talks about selling yourself on yourself. And how you need to do that every single day. You need to sell yourself on yourself. And this is where you're selling yourself on the idea that you are smart enough, you are good enough, you do deserve it, you are able, you are resourced, you can fall and get back up again, you can do it messy, you can get back up and learn from your mistakes. Of course you can, right? This belief of selling yourself on this truth. Because what tends to happen is we're actually selling ourselves all day long on the opposite. We are selling ourselves on the idea of like, I don't know, can I do this? Oh, that wasn't good enough compared to how they did it. I didn't do it as good, as fast. They're better than me. And there's just this questioning and this doubting, and over again, we're selling ourselves on that, on the lack of our ability, our resourcefulness, our enoughness. And of course, if you're selling yourself on that day in and day out, how does that impact your actions or inaction? And obviously, if we sell ourselves on the idea of our enoughness, our ability, our genius, our worthiness, all the things, of course, we actually collapse time in what we're creating, because now we're not spending as much time in the questioning and the doubting and the fear, because we know we've already sold ourselves on who we are, on what we're capable of what we desire. And if you think of just like any other sales presentation, you are selling an idea, you're backing it up with some evidence, some proof, some social proof. And so you're doing the same to yourself. You're saying like, wait a minute, I wouldn't have even made it this far in life if I wasn't at some level smart enough, good enough, capable, resourced. How did I even make it here? But when you start to look at, well, wait, maybe how I got here is the same way I learned how to walk. I had to fall on my face 100 times or more before I built the strength in my legs, before I built developed the balance to be able to walk, to run, to climb, to do all the things. And so when we realize that, wait a minute, I've built some muscles along the way. I've fallen on my face a lot of times along the way, and I've learned and I've grown. And of course, I can get back up and do it again. Of course, I can learn and grow and make new choices based off of my lessons learned. Of course, look at all the people that have come into my life at the right time or left my life at the right time. And so we can develop and sell ourselves on this idea to really develop and build this strength and this belief and this trust in ourselves and in life, as to what we desire, as to where we're being guided. And when we really spend the time to build that sales muscle, you collapse time. And I know many times the gripe that we have, the complaint that we have, myself included, as well as my clients, is that things aren't happening. They're not happening fast enough, and that we're bathing in this doubt and this fear and confusion, and it's just it clouds our entire experience of the pursuit of that goal or that dream. If you, again, you take a look at a child who's learning how to walk, they fall, they might cry, and then they get back up again and they do it again without even like overthinking it. Could you imagine if you think of a child learning to walk where they had to overthink every time they fell, and then they were going to procrastinate? Oh my gosh, we wouldn't become walkers until we were like 5 years old, because we'd be so busy overthinking and procrastinating and doubting and questioning and wondering. It would take forever to learn how to walk, let alone to run, to ride a bike, etc. And so you actually collapse time when you don't spend that time overthinking, but rather you've already sold yourself on the truth. You've already sold yourself on the truth of who you are. And so I love, love, love how Les Brown talks about this. And I encourage you, I invite you to dig deeper into what are you selling yourself on day in and day out? And how can you sell yourself every day to yourself in a more powerful, truthful way? How can you really not only like sell yourself, but like, oh, you're buying it. Oh, I'm buying. I'm like my number one customer. My number one fan is me, of myself. And when you get to that place, watch yourself collapse time like no other. All right. I love, love, love hearing from you. So please comment below on what you got from this video, if it was helpful, how you sell yourself every day. How do you do it? What are you selling yourself on? And if this was helpful, please share it. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.